to get that title. I want to see him as the title because, again, John Cena, yes, you're still here. Don't win that title back. Brock Lesnar, maybe. That's it.
Here's my one problem with him winning it, because I feel like he's going to be a benchmark for Roman Reigns. All right, he doesn't need. I don't want to see him win at the Rumble and then lose it at Fastlane.
Oh
no, Fastlane.
Is that what they're calling it now?
They're calling it Fastlane. Fastlane instead of Elimination Chamber is gone this year.
What's going to be was Foghat going to do the Life in the Fast Lane?
Maybe.
What are they going to do?
Maybe. I'll play that song later. But no, don't let him be the stepping stone for Reigns. And what I mean by that, don't let him win it at Fastlane and then not get a match at WrestleMania. If they don't do it right. Let them have a rivalry, go back and forth with the title. That's how you do it. But we'll see. We'll talk about that. And then we have Stephanie says it is John Cena Appreciation Night. First of all, when does this guy get Appreciation Night?
You just want an Appreciation Night, don't you?
I don't want a John Cena If anybody deserves a Appreciation Night, it should be Seth Rollins.
That's too early for him. They don't have enough clips of him.
They got enough clips of Seth Rollins?
No, they don't.
But, and show J&J Security. Then next we had Triple H has Ziggler versus Bad News Barrett for the Intercontinental title. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Let me make it through.
Yeah.
Then we had Kane comes out during the match. After Ziggler won the first fall, he makes it a 2 out of 3 falls for the Intercontinental match during the match. Then we had Barrett hits Wasteland for the first fall, and then Barrett hits the Bullhammer after Kane distracted Ziggler, and Barrett wins the Intercontinental title. He is now a 5-time champion, 5-time Intercontinental champion.
Did you hear Michael Cole mess up with that? He called it the Winds of Change at first.
No, I know.
And then he called it... Is it also called the Winds of Change?
No, it's Wasteland. It's always been Wasteland. And that was my problem with Ascension saying, we're going to take you to Wasteland. Well, are you going to take them to the finisher of Bad News Barrett?
Yeah, they are.
I mean, is that where Wasteland is? Is Wasteland also underneath the ring where the trolls and the fire
and
the brimstone? That's where Hell's at. Hell's underneath the ring.
Well, the Wasteland is too.
Wasteland, I wonder if it's like a continent beside it. Is it like a little couch that sits beside the other one? Or, I mean, if you ever go to WrestleMania Access, they actually have Hornswoggle's house underneath the ring. Yeah, his house is underneath the ring. Like
he still has a house underneath the ring?
Yeah, well, no, if you go to WrestleMania Access, when I went, they had Hornswoggle's house underneath the ring.
Could you go under it and actually...
No, actually, you could, but I didn't feel like doing all that because I didn't really care that much.
You didn't care?
No, I didn't care. I ain't going to lie to you. It wasn't that awesome. But anyway, yeah, I was just worrying about if that's where it's at.
Well, here's...
What?
I mean, we're done with the whole Barrett and...
No, we're still talking about it. Ziggler, look, I'm happy Barrett won. Barrett, I'm glad Barrett's back. I hope he gets a push now.
I just hope this doesn't mean Ziggler's done with the Intercontinental, because I want to see him and Barrett. They could have a great feud. They could have they could have a great feud. I really think they could. Because this is a guy that technically never lost his Intercontinental Championship. He never did. He had to give it up. So I'm glad he got his chance to do it again, but I want to see him and Dolph Ziggler for a good till WrestleMania. I want to see a good feud.
No, that would be really good. This isn't the end of this. You will see this until WrestleMania, I think.
I hope so.
And we'll talk about it later with Dolph Ziggler. Next, we have Roman Reigns promo, same as usual. Bray Wyatt promo, same as usual. These guys, these promos don't set me on fire. They really don't get me like, ooh.
When have promos ever set you on fire, though? When was the last promo that really got you?
When Triple H is talking, when Seth Rollins is talking, when Ambrose is talking. It's just Roman Reigns is just I don't know what it is. I still think he needs a manager. I think they should put him with somebody Just until he gets completely ready.
I don't know, man. I don't know if he needs a manager because I think before the whole surgery and before he had that problem, what was it, a hernia?
Appendectomy. What?
Yeah. Before he had that, I felt like his promos were a little better. He was more green on the mic.
But
he was very.
He needs to be very short and sweet with his promos.
And he was. That's why I don't understand why they're making him elaborate. He shouldn't. He's a big guy. Just like Ryback, you're a big guy. You don't need to talk much. You let your talking is you destroying somebody in the ring, okay? That is what you do.
Well, this is what I mean by pushing him too fast like with John. He's not John Cena, okay?
They're making him.
And that's the problem is my point is you're pushing him. And if you did you like the new opening to Raw, by the way? And count how many times you see Roman Reigns. He's on the opening at least 5 times, I think.
Yeah.
And he's on it last. So,
yeah, he's the new Cena.
I know, but that's my point of pushing somebody. He's awesome. It's just the number one guy I don't know yet. But then, what?
I was going to say, it's like when Hogan left and you had Lex Luger. You tried to push him as the new Hogan. That's what they're doing. They're trying to push Roman Reigns before Cena completely goes away.
The problem with this, okay, but you got to remember what they did. They knew the Lex Luger thing wasn't going to work. They pushed a group.
They did.
Instead of pushing one, let's push 4 or 5.
And
guess what? They have 4 or 5. You can go Reigns, Rollins, Ambrose, Wyatt, and I'll throw Ziggler. Fine. No, I'll throw Harper in there. You got 5 guys I think you could push. Ziggler, I love Ziggler, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying Harper's a little bit younger than Ziggler is.
Yeah, but put him in there. You're going to see Ziggler as a champion in the next 2 years. You're going to see him as world champion.
I don't know. There's some issues going on. Well, we just talked about Ziggler fighting. We'll wait until we get to the end. Remind me to talk about comedy shows with Ziggler. Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute. Then we had your favorite tag team came out. The Ascension came out. They call LOD a joke. And they would destroy Demolition, and then they say, what a rush at the end of the promo. I want to talk about this a minute. A lot of people upset about it, including myself. I don't have a problem with you talking about Demolition that you would destroy, but calling Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, a joke is ridiculous to me. Hold on a second while we talk about it. But it's dumb. It's stupid to me. It's very stupid.
Wrestling with Attitude presents.
I should have done this earlier.
JP's Rants.
Awesome!
All right. My problem with this, okay, is LOD, the Road Warriors, Hulk is not here anymore. You don't disrespect the past like they did. They completely trashed them. I know getting cheap heat. I completely understand getting cheap heat, but there's a line, and they crossed it. And then to say water rush at the end, and it was a horrible water rush. If it was good, okay, but it was horrible. These guys are out of shape. They were supposed to be the next great thing, and then they have a match against 2 jobbers. Absolutely horrible. They win with the fall of men is the finishing maneuver. But my problem with this is they don't deserve to be where they're at, and they're talking about the Road Warriors like they're trash. I wanted to address one thing. Animal actually posted something about it, and I was going to read it. He says that the idiots in charge make the call. Everyone knows how stupid it is to copy icons, yet they still do it. They do it in a mocking fashion to get heat. I understand do it in a disrespectful way. Well, that's another issue. That's low, and that has no place in the business. That's my problem. Another person that had a problem with it was Lance Storm. He actually turned it off Raw. He said, I'm not watching anymore. I'm done. During the show. And also, Animal goes on to say, where does it end? And I usually and I usually are playing when I comment, but this one is a shoot. I believe they should have had me, Animal, find a team and then come in. For some undetected odd reason, they don't do it. They missed the boat with Ascension, and they missed it when my brother John was in the ring. Both great times to bring me in, and they missed it. They need to go to their merchandise numbers today and see where we rank up with the main roster on selling merchandise for a reason. Oh, what a rush.
Wait, you can still get Road Warrior stuff on...
You can get Road Warrior stuff anywhere.
Yeah, but you can still get it on W... Because I've never seen it on there.
I don't. You can probably go to the alumni section and find it.
Okay, guys. No, I mean, that's cool.
But my point with what he said, I agree absolutely. This is the man that is on the team of Road Warriors, Legion of Doom. You don't cross the line with Legion of Doom. If Hulk was alive, I probably would. Calling him a joke is one thing, but I wouldn't have made any reference to the Road Warriors right now, because you just don't. If you want to make fun of Demolition, fine. You want to make fun of other teams, fine. But I got an issue when you're making fun of Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
When one of the members is dead. If they were alive, okay. But one of them's not here. I think it's rude. I think it's wrong. They tried this before, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
But last time they did it, Animal was there to do something, say something, and he found a partner to wrestle against the other team.
Yeah.
But that was my bad taste in the mouth for Raw. I wish they wouldn't have done it. I know JP agrees with me. We've talked about it. I know you don't, kind of.
No. I agree with you about it, and it's not that I disagree. It's just I know they're not going to apologize because
No, they don't need to apologize.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have done it.
No, you shouldn't have done it. But again, we've seen bad taste like this on Raw before. We have, and whoever writes this stuff for them, whether they do it themselves or they ask the writers to do it for them, that person needs to be talked to because that is in bad taste. It is. At first, I didn't think it was bad taste, but then I thought about it and I went back and I said, yeah, that is in bad taste. That is.
I can tell you right now, when they're on TV, I'm fast forwarding. I'm never watching their promos anymore. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done until they do. I don't have a problem coming out looking like Demolition, but just disrespecting LOD, that's the issue with me.
Yeah.
But yes, and they had it's sad because I think they had have a great future, and then they do this.
Yeah.
And they're out of shape. If you look at them when they're out of shape. I think that's the reason they have to fight the jobbers. Because they're out of shape.
See, that's messed up to me. Then don't even call them up. Why did you make them? I mean, why? It's not like you don't check these guys every day. It's not like you don't see if they're wrestling good, if they're still in shape. Why did you bring them up if they were out of shape? I'm just saying. They knew. So I don't understand what the big deal about Ascension is. You know, I mean, like I want to see these guys, but if there's gonna be this much problem with them, then let them go. Just saying.
You know what you are?
What?
If you were not a woman.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm not a woman. Thank you. Thanks, Mike. Thanks.
But anyway, go ahead.
No, I mean, that's it. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. You know, I mean, yeah, it was in bad taste, and hopefully they'll clean it up. I don't know how you're going to clean it up. I don't know how you're going to fix it because you probably lost a lot of fans Monday. You probably did.
All right, we're going to take a break, come back, and talk about some more about Raw, some rumors, and talk about Impact, and talk about NXT. You're listening to Wrestling with Attitude on Stitcher, Spreaker, and iTunes.